Good morning, Joe. Can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, great. Can you confirm that we don't have any Spanish language defendants this morning?
Yes, you can confirm there's not.
Sure. Okay. Then, if we don't have any Spanish, any defendants who need a Spanish interpreter, I'll excuse the interpreter for this morning.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Sir, can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Jesus Xavier Almaguer, 09/13/2008.
All right, Mr. Almaguer, good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning based on a warrant issued by Judge Tracy Miller of Pima County Superior Court related to a charge of unlawful use of means of transportation, allegedly occurring on August the 11th. Just to remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay?
Sure.
All right. I've reviewed the warrant as well as the pretrial services report. The warrant itself, sent by Judge Miller, dated 23 October, requests $20,000 secured bond. Do note Mr. Almaguer is also pending on, and I believe is still in custody on a separate felony matter, Sierra 2025 4598. And I believe that's a $10,000 bond there. He was rated 2 and a 1 on the NCAA scales. Has been previously arrested on this matter. And had 3 prior juvenile convictions from 2020, 2 from 2024, and then 1 from 2025, where it appears he may still be on probation. State's recommendation is to impose the amount requested by the bond, $20,000. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Defense, do you want to comment on this or any 7.7 arguments on? I do note that I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, your client is being held at the juvenile detention center on his other matter.
Yes, Your Honor. We were going to ask that he be transferred to the juvenile detention center because he is only 17 years old and therefore a child under Arizona law.
Good.
I'm sorry?
No, sure, go ahead.
I was going to say, even though the state has invoked ARS 13-501, nothing in the statute requires or even prefers that Jesus stay in adult housing while his case is pending. The Pima County has the Juvenile Detention Center, which is a fully accredited and trauma-informed center designated for adolescents. I've been told that it provides daily education, mental health, substance abuse treatment, and trained juvenile staff that are trained to deal with juveniles. In contrast, keeping him here at the Adult Detention Center has routine restraints, property restrictions, custodial warehousing model, and research shows that this dramatically increases any future recidivism in teenagers. So Jesus has a statutory and constitutional right to be treated as a juvenile until a judge decides otherwise. So keeping here in the adult jail setting even for one night is unnecessary, counterproductive, and contrary to the brain and recidivism data. So we are asking that he be transferred. I have been informed that Jesus has had 0 incidents, write-ups, and has been fully compliant in the Juvenile Detention Center since September 17th. It looks like he is going to school following programming and has been able to participate in the safe and effective placement at the juvenile center. I am not aware of how the juvenile center works, if a bond is still imposed, if he is transferred. If that is the case, then I would defer to the court on the amount of that bond. but we are asking that he be transferred to the detention center instead of staying here at the adult detention center.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I do believe he is being charged and treated as an adult for purposes of adjudication of this matter. I will honor the bond amount requested in the warrant, requested by Judge Miller of $20,000 cash or secured. I don't intend on disrupting the previous ruling in the other felony matter, and will order that Mr. Unlegar be held at the Pima County Juvenile Detention Center pending the disposition of this case. I'll set the arraignment date for December the 12th at 1:30 in the afternoon. We'll let the juvenile court know that he's still pending on the other matter. If bond is posted, I will also impose pretrial services supervision and a no contact order with any alleged victim. All right, sir. That's all we have for you. Thank you very much. You're excused.
All right, thank you.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Brittany Mahalka, April 10th, 1984.
Thank you, Mr. Good morning. It's time to have your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a warrant issued for your arrest by Judge Victoria Steele at the Pima County Justice Court. This relates to a charge of domestic violence interfering with a judicial proceeding, allegedly occurring in May of last year. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. I appeal on a separate matter, which is not in front of me this morning, so we're not going to be talking about that one. Given that, I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. His name is Sal Puerta. His phone number will be in the court order you received from this hearing. I'm also going to impose a bond of $250, the amount requested in the warrant, and that's just so that you can receive time credit if that's appropriate in your case. And lastly, I'm going to set a hearing for you for December the 8th, in 2 days, at 1 in the afternoon in front of Judge Steele so that she can review the matter with you. Hopefully, Mr. Huerta will be notified and he'll be present with you at the hearing. But for now, you're obviously going to stay in custody. You'll be seen by Judge Steele on Monday, and hopefully you'll be able to resolve this matter quickly, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you very much. You're excused.
thank you. Do I leave?
Yeah.
Wherever you told me to go.
I'll get you back here, so we're gonna get you ready.
Well,
Your Honor, I was informed that Ashley Manley is not here at the facility, so we will need to skip her.
Okay. Then I'll move her to the evening session. Thanks for letting me know.
Thank you.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
My name is Roman Armenta, October 24, 2005.
All right, Mr. Armenta, good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning based on a felony charge of murder in the first degree, allegedly occurring on November the 16th of this year. Just to remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, excuse me, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Legal Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay?
All right.
All right. I reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report and state's recommendation. Would note that Mr. Armenta is also pending on a separate matter in CR 2025-5644, which I believe predates this offense. He was rated a 2 and a 1 on the NCAA FTA scales. Unfortunately, Mr. Armenta did not participate fully with pretrial services for an interview, but third-party references was obtained from his mother, who did verify residence and employment. And there's only a notation of one pending felony, the case that I previously mentioned. State's recommendation is $250,000 bond plus pretrials. I'm sorry, just $250,000 bond. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor, I was going to highlight what you've already mentioned, his low scores on both the new criminal activity and the failure to appear scale, his young age of 20, and the fact that he has no priors. I do understand he has that pending case, but he is presumed innocent in that. Also, the fact that he has support from his mother who can provide housing, transportation to future court appearances, and take third-party custody. I was briefly reading the interim complaint, and it looks like that Roman turned himself in. So it looks like he's also trying to be cooperative and working in this case to get it figured out. So for those reasons, we're asking that the court impose the least onerous conditions.
And Your Honor, I apologize from the state. I do want to highlight the fact that I only requested a $250,000 bond instead of a $500,000 bond, given the nature of the charges, because he turned himself in.
Okay, thank you. And I was noting the other felony playing along with the nature of the charge, being that I believe this would be otherwise qualify as a no bond matter, though I guess the state's not requesting that. So I will impose a $250,000 cash or secured bond. I will order pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted. I'll order that Mr. Armenta not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, that he not possess any firearms or weapons, surrender any firearms he may have if bond is posted to law enforcement within 48 hours, and they have absolutely no contact of any kind with any alleged victim or victim representative, to include going to where they work or live. I'll set the preliminary hearing for December the 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon. All right, sir. That's all I have for you. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Fabian Jose Hernandez, 06/07/2002.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. Good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning based on 2 misdemeanor charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence assault allegedly occurring earlier today. To remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Just reviewed your information here. I don't believe you're being held on any other matter. Pretrial services scored you as a 2 and a 3 on the NCA and FTA scales. The alleged victim was contacted and does not object to your being released, does not object to having further contact with you, and the Form 4C risk assessment that I reviewed and that she submitted to all reported lower scores, which is all good. So I'm going to set a hearing for you, sir, in the Marana Municipal Court for January the 7th at 10 a.m. If I release you from custody, will you promise me you will appear at that hearing?
When did you say at 10 a.m.?
January the 7th at 10 a.m.
Yes,
at
sir.
the Marana City Court. Do you know where that is?
Yes, sir.
When I release you on your promise, I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs and that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. Based on the alleged victim's expressed wishes, I'm not going to order no contact with them, but I need to remind you that any contact you do have with the alleged victim needs to be respectful, peaceful, and if they decide not to have further contact with you, you need to leave the area. Do you understand?
Sir.
All right, sir. Then that's all I have for you. You'll be released later today. Please make sure and attend your hearing on the 7th. And good luck. Thank you.
Can I write that down? Can I have 7? You're gonna get 4 people. Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you. Go back down, take a seat. Axel? Oh,
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Good morning, sir. My name is Axel Leakek, and my date of birth is November 28th, 1964.
Thank you, Mr. Check. Good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on 2 misdemeanor charges of, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, allegedly occurring yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. Just need to take a look here at your pretrial services reports. I've already reviewed the police report, so I have a sense of what allegedly happened. You rated a 1 and a 1 on the NCFTA scales. Do you reside with either of the alleged victims? I believe it's Ms. Bender or your sister, Ms. Keck? Do you live with either one of them?
Yes, sir. I'm a caregiver and guardian to my
Okay.
sister and helping my mother through her dementia and depression things. And so my mother had been the caregiver. So I've been living there. It says that now my employment as well.
Okay.
And
Do you have somewhere else?
usually get along well.
Do you have
but-
somewhere else you can reside for the time being?
I don't, but I don't know. When my mom gets this way, usually we can speak and calm it down and arrange something intelligently. But I don't think she was in her right.
Well,
state
sir,
of
again,
mind.
I don't want to get into the facts of what did or didn't happen in this.
I'm sorry.
I just need to understand where, if at all, you can reside, because I don't have any input from the alleged victims in this case. And so in those instances, I have to err on the side of caution in order that you not have any contact with them. So I want to just make sure that you have somewhere to go, or if not, the jail can provide you with resources at the transition center so that you can hopefully have a place to leave. But I just want to clarify with you that whether or not you have somewhere else you can live for the time being.
I don't know where that will be. So I do know, I don't, I just don't know. I think,
You don't know, just say no, and then go.
well, we all get along, so I should be able to show up and get my things, or will I not be allowed to do that? I mean, I really need to get, I would love to be, I mean, to be able to speak with my loved ones very much. I mean, we care very much for each other. This was just a silly argument, and it wasn't
Again,
violent.
I'm not gonna, we're not gonna discuss what did or didn't happen in this incident, because that's not the time, this is not the time or the place for that. You will have an opportunity to address the nature of the underlying offenses. That will be in the course of the criminal case that will unfold here at the Justice Court. For now, I'm simply going to order that you not have any contact with these individuals,
Okay,
and that you not go back to where they work or live. I will allow you to go back to gather any personal belongings you have, but you will do that with a police escort. So you will arrange for law enforcement to be present with you at the residence, gather your belongings, and leave with them. You will not go back to the residence otherwise. Do you understand?
sure. There was no violence though. But
If they're
sure,
not talking about the nature of the incident, I'm simply telling you these are my conditions for releasing you from custody. Do you think you can abide by those?
yes.
Okay.
Is there a chance that they could change the circumstances if they, like the other gentleman called the courts and said it's okay to have contact with me?
Any change in the conditions that I'm going to state out here today will be made by another judge at a later date. If they wish to contact the Pima County Attorney's Office, they can do so, but that is up to them. You can certainly make a request later date to Judge Steele, who this case will be assigned to. But for now, I need to understand whether or not you can abide by these conditions, that you will not contact or attempt to contact the alleged victims or go back to their residence without a law enforcement escort. Can you abide by those conditions, sir?
Yes. How do I get a law escort?
You can you can visit a TPD substation or a sheriff's department substation, or call 311, the non-emergency line, and ask to be connected with a law enforcement agency nearby. But you will arrange for a sheriff's deputy or TPD officer to be with you, or any law enforcement agent, so that they can supervise and make sure that everyone is safe, and that you will leave with them. Can you do that, sir?
Yeah,
Okay. I'm going to set a hearing for you in front of Judge Steele on December that's going to be in front of Judge Cornejo, excuse me. On December the 16th at 10:30 in the morning. We promise me you'll appear at that hearing if I release you from custody.
yes.
And I will release you on that promise. Again, all the conditions that I've laid out will be imposed. If you need assistance with arranging for lodging in between now and the 16th, the transition center sits just outside the jail. The jail staff can direct you to where it is specifically, and they can help you again with arranging for housing. But for now, that's all I have for you. Again, your hearing is on the 16th. Please do not miss it. Otherwise, you're going to end up right back in custody. Thank you. You're excused. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Good morning, please here. 11/02/1975.
Thank you. Good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning based on a single charge of misdemeanor domestic violence disorderly conduct allegedly occurring yesterday afternoon. Just remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. I'm just gonna make sure I've reviewed the police report and the pretrial services report. Just need to confirm here. All right. Sir, you live with the alleged victim, your wife, Mrs. Bougier?
Sure.
Do you have somewhere else you can stay for the time being?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Mrs. Bougier couldn't be reached by pretrial services for comment on the conditions of release, so I have to err on the side of caution. And
Yes, sir.
what I'm going to do is, for the time being, order that you not have any contact of any kind with her, to include going to where she works or lives. Because you live together, I'm going to allow you to go back to the residence one time to gather your personal belongings, if you wish to. This
Yes,
is
sir.
an option for you. If
Yes,
you're
sir.
going to do that, you're going to contact law enforcement. You
Yes,
can
sir.
call 311, the non-emergency line, and ask for to be connected with a local sheriff's substation or TPD substation. You'll arrange for police or sheriff's department personnel to be with you at the residence while you gather your belongings, then you're going to leave with them. But you're not going to go back to the residence otherwise until another judge tells you that you can. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to set a hearing for you in front of Judge Wendy Millian at the Tucson City Court in downtown Tucson. That hearing is going to be on January the 13th at 1:30. If I release you from custody, sir, we'll be able to make that hearing on the 13th.
Yes, sir.
All right. Then I'll release you on your promise. Again, your hearing is going to be on the 13th. You'll receive a copy of the court order that I'm going to sign here in a minute. Again, I'm going to order that you not have any contact with the alleged victim, not commit any acts of domestic violence, and that you attend your hearing on the 13th. And with
Yes,
that,
sir.
you'll be released later today. Please make sure and attend your hearings, abide by all these conditions, and good luck. Okay?
All right. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, you too.
10 minutes. Minutes. And I think. Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Angel Edward Fingers Jr.
And what's your date of birth?
4799.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pimvis. You're being seen here this morning based on two charges. One is obstruction of justice for refusing to give a true name to law enforcement, and the other is possession of drug paraphernalia, both allegedly occurring yesterday evening. I just remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney that may be appointed to you by the court or obtained at your own expense. And you also have the right to be presumed innocent and have the state bear the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt of your guilt. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf to the charges and set a court hearing for you on January the 7th at 2 p.m. at the Tucson City Court. Do you know where that is?
Yes.
If I release you from custody, will you be able to appear at that hearing on the 7th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then I'll release you on your promise. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. And finally, I'll advise you that in addition to all those rights that I just mentioned, you also have the right to attend all hearings in your case, to include a trial where, again, bless you, you are presumed innocent. You are presumed innocent, and it's the state's burden of proving otherwise. However, if you fail to attend any hearing in your case, to include that trial, a hearing or trial could proceed in your absence. You could have new charges filed against you or a warrant issued for your arrest. Additionally, if you're found guilty at a trial and cannot be sentenced within 90 days because of your absence, you may lose the right to appeal that conviction. You understand all that?
Yes.
Then you'll be released later today. Please make sure and abide by all the conditions, attend all your hearings, and good luck. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Travis?
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
William Dean Travis, July 5th, 1990.
All right, Mr. Travis, good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning based on 2 misdemeanor charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, allegedly occurring earlier this morning. Just remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, which may be appointed to you by another court, or you can certainly hire one at your own expense. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf of these charges. And I believe we have one of the alleged victims on the line. Is it Miss? Is it Connie Travis? Are you? If you're having difficulty, ma'am, if you're on the line, you can press *6 to unmute yourself.
Get me in jail for I'm sorry. Really hype.
Hello?
Hello, this is Travis.
Yes, it is.
All right, good morning, ma'am. My name is Judge Padilla. I'm presiding over this session of initial appearances. Just to let you know, ma'am, the purpose of this hearing is to determine conditions of release. So all we're doing here today is talking about whether or not Mr. Travis will be released from custody, and if so, under what conditions. We're not going to be talking about the facts of what did or didn't happen. We're not going to be talking about anything like a plea agreement, trial, anything like that. We're simply speaking about whether or not Mr. Travis will be allowed home, or I'm rather allowed to leave the jail, and under what circumstances. So I do believe you spoke with pretrial services. I do see that input that you gave to them. If there's anything else you'd like me to know, I'm happy to hear from you right now.
Yes. Just say, well, nothing happened yesterday morning, but it happened the night before. So it was like a welfare check, which everything was going fine yesterday. So, but he is allowed home, and we are starting to get stuff together so he can, talk to his sponsor.
Okay. And ma'am, is it correct that you don't object to him being released from custody or having further contact with him? Is that correct?
Oh, that's correct. He can come home.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like me to know?
No, it's just that, he is a good kid.
Okay.
Well, he's not a kid anymore. I shouldn't say that he's an adult. But I'll help him any way I can.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, ma'am. Mr. Travis, I don't believe you're being held on any other matter, so I am prepared to release you on promise that you'll appear at a hearing in front of Judge Verena on January 9th at 9:30 in the morning. Can you appear at that hearing, sir, if I release you?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Okay, then I will release you on that promise. I'm going to order you not commit any acts of domestic violence.
Of course not. That won't be a problem.
I won't order no contact based on your mother's input and the additional input I see here from pretrial services, but you need to remember that any interactions you have with your family need to be respectful and peaceful, and if at any time they decide not to have further contact with you, you need to cease, okay? Do you understand that?
Of course, Your Honor. Absolutely.
All right. Then I'll enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf to these offenses. And lastly, I'll advise you that in addition to the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney, you also have the right to be presumed innocent and have the state bear the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt of your guilt. You have the right to attend all hearings in your case, to include a trial where, again, you are presumed innocent. However, if you fail to attend any hearing, new charges could be filed against you, a warrant issued for your arrest, or those hearings, to include a trial, could go on in your absence. Additionally, if you're found guilty at a trial and cannot be sentenced within 90 days because of your absence, you may lose the right to appeal that conviction, and it's going to stick to you. Do you understand all that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then you're going to be released later today. Please make sure and abide by all these conditions, attend all your hearings, and good luck, okay?
Thank you. Love you, Mom.
Okay, so, how do I get to where you guys are? I don't know about Tucson.
Certainly, the jail is located on Silver Lake. It's 1270 West Silver Lake Road.
1270?
Yes, 1270 West Silver Lake Road. I don't know the zip code of the jail, but it's on the west side of the freeway, the I-10, just
Okay,
south of A Mountain.
Okay, I think he has my phone number, but can you give it to him so he can call and let me know when he gets out?
Yes,
Right.
then the jail will assist with communications. But, ma'am, if
Okay.
you'd like to continue to observe initial appearances, you certainly are free to. I would just ask you to mute yourself. Otherwise, feel free to disconnect. And thank you very much for calling in today.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Jose? All right. What's up, man?
Good morning. Can you tell me your full name and date of birth?
Oh, Jose Eliazar Cirirol,
And what's your date of birth?
10-2-82.
Mr. Cirillo, good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being
Huh.
seen here today based on 2 misdemeanor charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence criminal trespass. This allegedly occurred on,
I thought they dropped my charges last night.
just to remind you, sir, everything you say can be used against you.
Your Honor, I thought they dismissed my charges last night.
Well, that's not what I have in front of me. I have the charges pending involving the disorderly conduct as well as criminal trespass, and separate charges in a separate case of criminal trespass in the first degree and possession of drug paraphernalia.
He gave me 2 tickets yesterday.
Yet another case from another date. I'm going to consolidate that case with this one. So
Which one did I get
be held on
arrested
the
for
same
last
day.
night? Which one did I get arrested for last night? I'm lost where you said 2 cases.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
I got arrested for nothing last night, might I add.
Oh, my apologies. Your first case occurred on November the 29th involving disorderly conduct and criminal trespass. Your second case was the one that I referred to involving criminal trespass in the first degree and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Oh, so I had a
charges
warrant.
occurred from last night.
You saying I had a warrant pending?
No, sir. You had one case from November the
I'm
29th. One
I'm
case.
lost.
So you have 2 different cases. I'm consolidating both of them so that you will have both cases heard on the same day in front of the same judge, Judge Bond. That is going to occur on January the 6th at 9:30 in the morning. If I release you from custody, will you appear at that hearing on the 6th?
Been making on my court days.
Great. Then I'm going to
Your
release
Honor,
you. Sorry?
yes, I'm lost why November 29th court date is being brought up. I'm
Because
lost.
you already had that case pending when you were arrested on the current case. So in order
should've
to
had a-
avoid you having to go to the court multiple times, I'm going
Yeah.
to consolidate that case with this one so that you can appear on one day for both cases at the
Thank
Tucson
you.
City Court in front of Judge Bond. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then I'm going to set that court date for both cases on January the 6th at 9:30 in front of Judge Bond at the Tucson City Court. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. Further advise you that you are presumed innocent and it is on the state to prove otherwise beyond a reasonable doubt. You also have the right to an attorney, which may be appointed to you by Judge Bond, or you can hire one at your own expense. You also have the right to attend all hearings in your case, to include a trial where, again, you are presumed innocent and the state bears the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt of your guilt. However, if you fail to attend any hearing in your case, to include that trial, Those hearings may go on without you. New charges could be filed against you, or a warrant could issue for your arrest. Lastly, if you're found guilty at a trial on either case and are unable to be sentenced within 90 days because of your absence, you may lose the right to appeal that conviction. Do you understand all of that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Then I'm going to release you. On promise you will appear. I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, that you have no contact of any kind with the alleged victims, to include going to where they work or live.
Yep.
And lastly, I see a note here that you may be on felony probation. So I'm going
Yes,
to
sir.
order that you contact
My probation officer.
the probation officer.
You know, I never had a DV in my life. I didn't even respond to my mom yelling at me. I can't believe this shit. I'm 43 years old. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm commenting on that. I'm just saying. I shouldn't even be in here right now, but they're wasting the court's time right now. And I've had about 1,000
You will
charges too.
contact your assigned probation officer within 2 business days of being released. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's all I have for you. Thank you. You're excused.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. Before over here.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Justine Rachel Carva.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Guilty one.
All right. It's probably, I'm sorry, what's your date of birth again?
7983.
Thank you very much. You're being seen here this morning based on 2 misdemeanor charges of reckless burning and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree allegedly occurring earlier this morning. Just remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. Confirm you're not being held. All right. All right, Ms. Carver, you're not being held on any other matter, and I have reviewed the police report. I don't see a need to hold you, but I do need to make sure if I release you from custody, that you'll appear at a court hearing in front of Judge Ryan Blue at the Tucson City Court on January the 14th. Can you do that?
Yeah.
All right, then I will release you on your promise. I'm going to order you that you not go back to wherever this incident allegedly occurred.
Okay.
I'm also going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf and further advise you that you have a right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. You have the right to be presumed innocent and have the state bear the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. And you have the right to attend all hearings in your case to include a trial where, again, you are presumed innocent. However, if you fail to attend any hearing in your case or a trial, they may go on
Right.
in your absence. A warrant could issue for your arrest, or new charges could be filed against you. Additionally, if you're found guilty at a trial and cannot be sentenced within 90
Right.
days, due to your absence, you may lose the right to appeal that conviction. You understand all of that?
Yeah.
All right, man, then I'm going to release you on your promise. Set
Okay.
the hearing for January the 14th. You will receive a copy of the court order with all my conditions and your court date. Please attend your
Okay.
court date and good luck. Thank you.
Okay. Corey, it's really it. Blue gloves.
45?
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
1401. Ezekiel J.K. Weaver.
Thank you, Mr. Weaver. Good morning. This is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here on a warrant issued by Judge Ryan Blue, Tucson City Court. Excuse me. Related to charges of misdemeanor assault and possession of drug paraphernalia. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. J.O., can you please confirm Mr. Weaver has a pending Title 36 matter?
He does.
Okay, thank you. All right. All right, Mr. Weaver. I'm going to set a hearing for you for January the 16th at 9 a.m. I'll let the city court know that you're pending on another matter. They're being held on something else. I'm not going to hold you on this matter since you're already being held on a separate case. But I will appoint the city public defender's office to represent you, or reappoint them rather. I believe they were previously assigned to help you. So I'm going to set that hearing again. That's January the 16th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Blue. If you are released, I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you not have any contact with any alleged victim. But otherwise, you will be seen by Judge Blue on the 16th, and the City Public Defender's Office will be there to help you. And
Sir, may I ask you, do you have proof of any assault charges? And what is it that I'm being held on?
Walter, the proof is in the police report and the evidence that's contained in the case. That's not what we're going to be what we're discussing here today. You will have an opportunity to examine and question all proof or evidence that is being used against you with the assistance of the city attorney's, city public defender's office representing you. And you'll do that on the 16th in front of Judge Blue. You understand?
Okay.
Okay. And that's all I have for you, sir. You're excused. Thank you. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Aaron Joseph Zinke, and 10/6/1991.
Mr. Zinke, good morning. This is
Morning.
your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on 2 felony charges of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia allegedly occurring yesterday. To remind you, I'm sorry, and you separately have a misdemeanor case in the Tucson City Court involving charges of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree and possession of drug paraphernalia. I just remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed the Pima County Legal Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay? All right. I reviewed the interim complaint, Mr. Zinke, as well as pretrial services report and the state's recommendation. Pretrial services didn't note any other matters that I haven't already addressed. He was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA and FDA scales. He was deemed step subversion eligible. There was a reference reached who confirmed ties to the community and at least the use of a residence for mailing purposes. That Mr. Zing was otherwise known as being homeless, and there were 4 prior felony convictions dating from 2017 to 2024. State's recommendation was $1,100 bond plus a steps court evaluation. Anything else to add from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, I would just like to highlight the significant failure to appear history and that he is a co-defendant with a later docketed individual. So the state would request no contact with the co-defendant.
Thank you. Defense?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm not seeing any failure to appear history attached to his prior felonies. I do know, obviously, he has the Tucson City Court matters that haven't been dealt with. Other than that, we would ask that you impose the lease owner's conditions, and if you are inclined to hold him on the misdemeanor, but not the felony, we would ask for a nominal bond for time credit and to schedule his steps hearings.
Let's see. I do see notations that Mr. Zinke violated probation in his cases, the prior felonies. Doesn't seem to be that probation was unsuccessful, like, but it's unclear. I don't believe he had a significant failure to appear history in either of the cases, the misdemeanor cases, since they were from last month and from September respectively. Yes, I'm not sure where that stems from, but I don't see a reason why I'd hold him in custody. So I'm going to release Mr. Zinke to pretrial services supervision and schedule a steps court evaluation. That evaluation will be on December the 15th at 9 a.m. And I'm sorry, is defense waiving time on the preliminary hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Preliminary hearing will be set for January the 20th. At 1:30 in the afternoon. I will order pretrial services monitoring or supervision, and that Mr. Zinke not have any contact with his co-defendant, Ms. Neufeld. And on the misdemeanor matters, I'm going to consolidate the cases and set a single hearing for January the 17th at 2 p.m. in front of Judge Verena. I'm going to order Mr. Zinke not have possessing or consuming the alcohol or illegal drugs or return to the incident locations alleged. So, Mr. Zinke, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. It's an arm of the court designated to assist people in maintaining attendance at court hearings, as well as abiding by all conditions of release that are set. So basically, if they call you or tell you you need to do something or be somewhere, you need to comply. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You also need to be present at your hearings on the 15th, as well as on the 20th. This is the 15th being the more important, because if you're successfully able to enroll and participate in the steps court program and can complete it, then you may have your charges dismissed without having to proceed to a trial or consider a plea agreement. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Once you're released, you need to contact pretrial services and your attorneys at the legal defender's office. Stay in contact with both and do not violate any of these conditions or miss any court dates. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. And that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Your Honor, you gave us the wrong date. Should have been 1/12. And I changed it.
1/12?
January the 12th. I did the wrong.
Oh, okay, sure. Oh, that's right. That's a Saturday.
17th?
Yes.
I'll make sure that the clerk at the jail, give him, remind him. He's gonna get a copy of it. Send it in.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Judy Ann Abril, March 21st, 1971.
Thank you, Mr. Brill. Good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on two charges. One is possession of a dangerous drug. The other is possession of drug paraphernalia, allegedly occurring yesterday. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The person seated to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please talk with your attorney before saying anything out loud, okay?
Okay.
I reviewed the interim complaint as well as pretrial services report and state's recommendation. Mr. Brill was rated a 3 out of 3 on the NCFTA scales, didn't have any other matters pending, and no steps diversion eligible. State's recommendations for pretrial services, release, and supervision, as well as a steps court evaluation. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, I'm inclined to agree. Any objection?
No, Your Honor, we'll submit on that.
All right. Is your client interested in attending the steps court evaluation?
Just one moment, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. She's interested in doing steps.
Defense waiting time?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Brill. I'm going to release you from custody today and put you under the supervision of pretrial services, which is an arm of the court designed to help folks attend court hearings and abide by the conditions set by the court. So basically, once I release you, you need to contact them, and if they contact you and tell you you need to do something or be somewhere, you need to comply with that. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set 2 hearings for you. The first, more important, is a steps court evaluation on December the 15th at 9 a.m. at the Pima County Superior Court. Do you know where that is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So that hearing, you'll be evaluated for inclusion in the steps program, which if you successfully complete and participate in, then you may have your case dismissed without having to proceed on further to a trial or a plea agreement. So it's very important that you participate fully in that program. The second hearing is going to be on January the 20th at 1:30 in the afternoon. And that's a preliminary hearing date just in case your case doesn't get successfully processed through the steps court program. But otherwise, you're going to be released later today. On Monday, you need to contact pretrial services and your attorneys and stay in contact with both of them. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
That's all I have for you, ma'am. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Morning.
Go back out, see what's taking.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name? and date of birth?
Martin Fernando Podaca Valera, 11/20/1992.
Mr. Valera. Good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on two matters. The first is a warrant issued by Judge Mary Lou Natividad at the South Tucson Municipal Court related to charges of domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, unlawful imprisonment, disorderly conduct, and theft. Bond amount requested by Judge Natividad is $2,499. Oh, no, sorry, the offenses are alleged to have occurred on April 16th, 2024. Second matter we're going to be dealing with is a felony complaint alleging unlawful flight from law enforcement, allegedly occurring yesterday. I should remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney. On your misdemeanor matter, I'm going to appoint Mr. Michael Vaughn to represent you. His phone number will be listed in the court order that you receive from this matter, from this hearing, I should say. And this felony case, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated to your left is going to be assisting you in both matters. So if you have any questions or concerns, please talk with them before saying anything out loud, okay? All right. I'll deal with the warrant first. I'm going to honor Judge Natividad's request. I'm going to impose the bond, cash or secured, $2,400, $2,499, and order no contact with the alleged victim if bond is posted. Again, Mr. Vaughn will be appointed to represent you, Mr. Avalera, and you'll have a hearing in front of Judge Natividad or whoever is the presiding magistrate in South Tucson on December the 8th at 10 a.m. And on your felony matter, for the record, I did review the interim complaint and the pretrial services report. As well as the state's recommendation. I do note Mr. Cavalera didn't have any other matters pending that I didn't already mention. He was a 4 and a 5 on the NCAA scales. Did have community ties verified through his mother. And didn't have any felony criminal history noted. State's recommendation was $5,000 bond. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor, one moment, please.
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize for the delay. We are asking that Martin be held on a nominal bond of $500 due to the fact that he is being held on that misdemeanor South Tucson case. And then I will highlight what Your Honor already mentioned is that he has no felony priors and he has housing and employment, which was verified by mom. And she indicated she can take third-party custody of him and transport him to future court appearances if needed. And the fact that this was designated as a nonviolent offense. Thank you.
Thank you. And I will.
Oh,
impose a bond-
I'm sorry, Your Honor, proceed.
No problem.
Sorry.
I'm gonna impose a bond of $2,500, cash secured, and impose pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. In order, Mr. Javalera not drive without a valid license. And set the preliminary hearing for December the 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon. I will note that South Tucson hold as well. And with that, sir, that's all I have for you. You'll be seen by Judge Natividad as well as your preliminary hearing date. You'll have attorneys assist you in both cases. Thank you very much. Your excuse. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date?
Responses, I get out. Date of birth is 8/17/8.
Thank you, Mr. McCormick. This is in fact that you're being charged with aggravated DUI, driving DUI while driving on a suspended license, allegedly occurring on October 4th. I'm sorry, excuse me. I think that was a misprint. The narrative is from earlier this morning, excuse me. I just remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please talk with them before saying anything out loud, okay? All right. I reviewed the interim complaint. Did note the facts as alleged. I did also review the pretrial services report. Mr. Baquera didn't have any other holds or statuses. He was rated a 2 and a 3 on the NCAA FTA scales. He has employment and housing verified through a third party. I believe residence was confirmed as Fairhurst Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, I'm sorry, that's prior housing, excuse me. And there was one prior DUI noted, misdemeanor DUI, I should say, from November 2023. State's recommendation is for $10,000 bond. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
No, thank you. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to add that his sister verified his community ties, housing, and employment here in Tucson. She can also provide additional housing and can take third-party custody of Paul and provide transportation to future court hearings. He has no felony history. No accident occurred in this case. And as far as I can tell, nobody was injured. This was designated a nonviolent offense. And as the court noted, the low scores on the pretrial services scales. So for those reasons, we're asking that he be given a chance on pretrial services release. If the court is not inclined to do that, then a nominal bond.
Thank you. Mr. Buckett, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services and give you a chance to manage this without needing the care and custody of the Pima County Jail. I'm going to order that you submit to any monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial services. I am also going to order that you not consume or possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. So what that means is if pretrial services tells you you need to do something or be somewhere or test, then you need to do that. You understand? I do. I'm also going to order that you not drive without a valid license. So if you need to use public transportation or a third party, you need to do that, not drive unless you somehow get your license back. Do you understand that?
I do.
And I'm going to set a preliminary hearing for you on, December the 26th at 1:30 in the afternoon. And with that, sir, that's all I have for you. You'll be released later today. You need to contact pretrial services and your attorneys. Stay in contact with all of them. Do not miss any hearings or violate any conditions of your release. You understand? All right. That's all I have. Thank you. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
I am Noah Terrell Burns, and I was born on September 30th, 2006, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Burns. Good morning. This time step your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on single felony charge of criminal damage allegedly occurring yesterday. I want to advise you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated next to you is going to be helping you out through this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns or want to say anything out loud, you talk with them first, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I reviewed the interim complaint as well as pretrial services report and state's recommendation. You know Mr. Burns' age, his PSA scores 2 and a 1, and there was no felony or misdemeanor or juvenile criminal history noted. State's recommendation was for $20,000 bond. Anything else to add from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. The state would like to highlight the fact that this was not just a simple criminal damage incident. This was 4 separate collisions that impacted multiple people, had multiple witnesses. 3 of the collisions were in fact with other vehicles, albeit one was twice. So I think that given the history or given the significance of this event, the state believes a $20,000 bond is appropriate.
Thank you. Defense?
Thank you, Your Honor. Just in addition to what you've already noted, his mom can provide housing, can transport him to future court hearings, and can take third-party custody. And I will remind the court the purpose of the bond is to assure his appearance at court and him not to reoffend. And so we are asking for a chance to be released to pretrial services. If the court's not inclined to do that, then a nominal bond, something significantly less than $20K, be requested.
Thank you. Based on the nature of the allegations and the repeated leaving the scenes or alleged leaving the scenes of accidents, as well as the near misses with potential victims, I do have concerns about both failure to appear and risk to the community. So I am going to impose a $5,000 cash secured bond and order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. Order no contact with any alleged victim, to include going to where they work or live, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and set the preliminary hearing date for, December the 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Oh, and I'm sorry, pretrial services will be supervising Mr. Burns if bond is posted. All right, sir, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much.
Candy.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Good morning, Your Honor. Kendall James Cannon, 12890.
Mr. Cannon, good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning based on felony charges of unlawful flight from law enforcement, criminal damage, 2 counts criminal damage, as well as misdemeanor charges of DUI, impairment to the slightest degree, and a separate leaving the scene of accident, all allegedly occurring yesterday. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to assist you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay? All right. I did review the interim complaint and the facts alleged, as well as the preacher Cannon didn't have any other holds noted. He was rated a 4 and 4 on the NCFTA scales, did have community ties verified through his brother. And there were 3 prior misdemeanor charges of DUI, one stemming from 2009, the most recent being in 2018. The state's recommendation was for $30,000 bond. Anything else to add from the state?
Your Honor, the state would just like to highlight the failure to appear history and the significant DUI history.
Okay. Defense?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm not seeing any failure to appear in history, so I'm not sure where that is coming from. And then would just highlight that his brother can provide housing, transportation, and third-party custody. So we're asking that the court impose the lease owner's condition.
Thank you. I believe pretrial services had this ranked as a prior failure to appear in the last 2 years as 0. Given all of that, I am going to impose a $5,000 cash secured bond and order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. Order Mr. Cannon that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, that you will be under the supervision of pretrial services if bond is posted. You will not have any contact of any kind with the alleged victims, to include going to where they work or live, and you will not drive without a valid license. I'm going to set your preliminary hearing date for December the 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, sir. You're excused. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Denise Helen Douglas. 8/14/1965, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Douglas. Good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today on 2 different matters. The first involved a felony complaint alleging criminal damage and endangerment from earlier this morning. And the second is a misdemeanor case involving an alleged misdemeanor assault. Also from earlier this morning. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. And the attorney seated to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay? All right, I reviewed the interim complaint and the pretrial services report. I didn't note any other holds or statuses for Ms. Douglas. He was rated a 3 and a 2 on the NCAA FTA scales. I did see that a reference couldn't be reached to verify community ties. And I do see 2 prior felony convictions, one from 2003 and the other from 2015. Both were DUI related matters. And then 2 prior misdemeanor DUI complaints from 2011 and 2021, respectively. State's recommendation is $30,000 bond. Anything else to add from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. As the court pointed out, there's a substantial history of DUI. In this particular instance, she collided with another vehicle, left the vehicle disabled, and then fled the scene. And when police tried to apprehend her, she also fled from the police. So state believes significant flight risk.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. Give me 1 moment, please.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to highlight that I am not seeing any failure to appear history in Ms. Douglas's felony priors. She scored only a 3 on the new criminal activity score and a 2 on the failure to appear score. She was indicating to me there was some issues with the misdemeanor charge from earlier this year. She has housing and employment, and she indicated that she lives with her elderly father that she cares for. For those reasons, we're asking that the court impose the least onerous conditions, something slightly less than the $30,000 that the state's asking for. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't see any charge from earlier this year. Just the most recent misdemeanor complaint being from 2023, where probation was completed. Though given the multiple alcohol-related offenses, including the most recent alleged, as well as the facts, I do have concerns about for community safety and for potential failure to appear. I'm going to impose a $10,000 cashless secured bond and order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. I'm going to order that Ms. Douglas not consume or possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, drive without a valid license, or have any contact of any kind with any alleged victim. The preliminary hearing will be set for December the 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon. And on the misdemeanor matter, Ms. Douglas, I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf to the charges and set a hearing for you on December the 16th at 9 a.m. Also order no contact with the alleged victim. I'll also advise you that in addition to the right to remain silent, the right to counsel, you also have the right to be presumed innocent and have the state bear the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt of your guilt. You have the right to attend all hearings in your case, to include a trial where, again, you are presumed innocent. However, if you fail to attend any hearings in your case, new charges could be filed against you, a warrant could issue for your arrest, or those hearings could go forward in your absence, to include that trial. And if you are convicted at a trial and are unable to be sentenced because of your own absence, and you cannot be sentenced within 90 days, you may lose the right to appeal that conviction. Do you understand all that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then you'll be seen by Judge Cranshaw on this matter on the 16th. Please make sure and cooperate with your attorneys in both cases, and good luck. Thank you. Did I not check that?
Yeah, but I.
Yeah, it's just not, I'm not going to hold her on that case. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Michael David Fields, 9/17/1993.
Ms. Fields, good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on, well, three different matters. The first involves a felony complaint alleging possession of a narcotic drug, possession of a dangerous drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia, allegedly occurring yesterday. Second is a warrant issued for your arrest by Judge Renee Garza, the Pima County Justice Court, related to a charge of shoplifting and failing to appear from September and October of this year, respectively. And lastly, you have a misdemeanor charge of criminal trespass in the third degree and possession of drug paraphernalia in the Tucson City Court, allegedly occurring on July the 26th of this year. Remind you, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney. And on your felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before you say anything out loud. I reviewed the interim complaint and the pretrial services report for Mr. Fields. Don't note any other matters pending other than what I've already addressed. He was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA FTA scales. He was deemed steps diversion eligible. And he did have 4 prior felony convictions stemming from 2011, with most recent being in 2021. The state's recommendation was $2,500 plus a steps court evaluation. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
One moment, please, Your Honor.
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Fields is interested in the STEPS program, so if we could please schedule a hearing for that. I will highlight that he is homeless and unemployed, so he is unable to pay a significant amount of money for his bond. But his girlfriend is able to provide housing, transportation to future court appearances, and take third-party custody. If you're inclined to hold him on his misdemeanor matters, then we would ask for a nominal bond in his felony case so he can earn time credit. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, given,
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. He did want me to tell you that he was supposed to go participate in rehab services on Monday.
well, given all the matters pending, I do have some concerns about failing to appear, especially since I already have 2 warrants in front of me. So I'm going to impose a bond of $1,000 cash secured in order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. I'll set a steps court evaluation hearing for December the 15th at 9 a.m. And the preliminary hearing will, steps court is not successful. The preliminary hearing will be the following day, December the 16th at 1:30. On the misdemeanor matter, in the justice court, I'll set the arraignment for December the 16th at 9:30 in the morning. I will advise the justice court that Mr. Fields is being held, though. Mr. Fields, if you are released, I'm not going to hold you on this matter. So you will need to go to the justice court on the 16th at 9:30. Otherwise, another warrant could issue for your arrest. And on your your city court matter, I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you and set a hearing for you on January the 16th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Hale. In all cases and all matters, I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, or return to any incident locations or have any contact of any kind with any alleged victims. All right, sir, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Back with that spelling bond, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you please check the felony box on the?
You did.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Evan Hatfield, 7/31/79.
Ms. Hatfield, good morning. It's time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on 1 felony complaint alleging possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia, allegedly occurring yesterday, and the second involves 1, 2, 3, 4 matters in the Tucson City Court involving charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, criminal damage, disorderly conduct, criminal trespass, and a separate charge of criminal possession of drug paraphernalia, excuse me. I just remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay? All right, review the interim complaint. as well as pretrial services report, which rated, excuse me, Miss Hatfield as a 5 and a 6 on the NCFTA scales. There was a warrant, I believe that relates to the Tucson City Court matter. She was deemed steps diversion eligible. She had 2 prior convictions from 2013 and 2014. Both included failures to appear. State's recommendation was for $1,100 bond plus pretrial, plus a steps court evaluation. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense?
Your Honor, I would just add to what the court's already mentioned is that her son verified the information, can provide housing, transportation to future court purposes, and take third-party custody. And again, ask that if you are inclined to hold her on the misdemeanor matters, to impose a nominal bond in the felony case so she can earn time. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Given the failure to appear history, do you have some concerns? So I think a bond is appropriate. I'm going to order a $500 cash as secured bond. I'll set up steps court evaluation for the 15th at 9 a.m. at the Pima County Superior Court, and a preliminary hearing just in case the steps court evaluation doesn't go forward. The preliminary hearing date will be the following day, December the 16th at 1:30. On the misdemeanor matter, Ms. Hatfield, I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to assist you and set a non-transport review hearing for January the 16th at 9 a.m. at the Tucson City Court. I'll be in front of Judge Maldonado. I'm going to order you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you not return to any incident location alleged. And at least in this matter, that you not have any contact with any alleged victim. All right, ma'am, that's all I have for you. You'll have some attorneys assisting you. So hopefully you'll get your matters resolved and you can be released from custody. Thank you very much. You're excused. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Jeffrey Marshall Love, 9/11/86.
Thank you, Mr. Love. Good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on charges, of possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, and misconduct involving a weapon, all allegedly occurring yesterday. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud. All right, I've reviewed the interim complaint. I do want to point out for council's consideration the third charge, misconduct involving firearm under 1331-002A7. I'm as referenced in the interim complaint, only a lower, which is, I believe is the lower received part of an AR-15 was found in Mr. Love's belongings. So I have concerns that would otherwise not meet the definition of a firearm, as it's not a fully operable loaded or unloaded handgun, pistol, revolver, rifle, or shotgun within the meaning of 1331-01. I'll give both counsel an opportunity to address that issue. In addition to that, I read the pretrial services report from Mr. Love. Do note that he is being detained without bond on a separate Pima County Superior Court matter, CR 2025-3359. He was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA scales. Did note there being 1, 2, 3, 7. Is that right? Yeah, 7 prior felony convictions. Earliest occurring in 2015. The most recent, I'm sorry, the most recent is the one where he is being held pending sentencing. State's recommendation was no bond, a request for no bond, pursuant to Article 2, Section 22A2 of the Arizona Constitution. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. I was also going to argue no probable cause for the misconduct involving weapons, so I'll submit to the court's evaluation of that, and just ask that a no bond hearing be scheduled.
All right. Then I'll schedule the no bond hearing for December the 11th at 2:30 in the afternoon. Preliminary hearing date will follow on from that on December the 16th. I will note that I did not find probable cause as to the firearms charge alone. I did find probable cause to support the narcotics and drug paraphernalia charges. All right. All right, sir. You'll be seen later. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hi, Scott.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Angelo Giovanni Maniscal, August 18, 2003.
I'm Mr. Marscala. Good morning. This is time set for your initial appearance. Being seen here today on 2 different matters. The first involves a felony complaint of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia allegedly occurring yesterday. And the second is a warrant issued for your arrest by Judge Lane McDonald at the Miranda Municipal Court related to a charges, I should say, of shoplifting and failing to appear from November of 2022, December of 2022, and September of 2023, respectively. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and on your felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay? All right, I reviewed the complaint as well as pretrial services reports. Don't note any other holds or statuses for Mr. Maniscal. He was rated a 4 and a 4 on the NCAA scales and deemed steps diversion eligible. Didn't have any felony or misdemeanor or juvenile criminal history noted. State's recommendations for $1,100. I'm sorry, yeah, $1,100. Excuse me. Bond and a steps court evaluation. Anything like that from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense.
Trying to give Giovanni a chance on pretrial services, we would ask for a nominal bond, and just highlight everything that you already said and would request that steps hearing. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Marcel, I am going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services and give you a chance to resolve this matter without needing to be in custody. However, I'm going to place you under the supervision and order that you submit to any monitoring or treatment as directed by them. So basically, if they call you and tell you need to do something or be somewhere, you need to comply. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to set that court evaluation for you so you can hopefully have these charges dismissed without needing that program. That hearing is going to be on December the 15th at 9 a.m. at the Pima County Superior Court in downtown Tucson. Is defense waiving time on the preliminary hearing? And just in case that hearing doesn't go forward or you don't successfully complete the steps court program, you'll have a preliminary hearing date on January the 20th at 1:30 p.m. On your misdemeanor matter in Marana, I'm going to give you a shot to resolve that. I'm going to set a hearing for you on January the 7th at 10 a.m. If I release you from custody, you promise me you'll appear at that hearing on the 7th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then I will release you on your promise. I'm going to order you not have any contact of any kind with any alleged victim or return to the incident location. And again, that hearing is going to be January the 7th at 10 a.m. And so that's all I have for you. Make sure and contact pretrial services and your attorneys and do not miss any hearings in your case. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Yes, sir. It's Carlos Angel Maya, February 2nd, 2000.
Mr. Maya, good morning. It's time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a single charge of aggravated DUI allegedly occurring earlier today. Remind you, you do have the right to remain silent and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated to your left is going to assist you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns or want to say anything out loud, please talk with her before saying anything, okay?
Of course, thank you.
All right. I reviewed the interim complaint for Mr. Maya. Did find that it be probable cause. I also reviewed the pretrial services report. Don't note any of the statuses or holds for him. He was rated a 2 and a 2 on the NCAA FTA scales. Do note that he did have community ties, lodging verified through, excuse me, his father. And do see one notation of a DUI from 2021. State's recommendation was for $10,000 bond. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense?
Thank you, Your Honor. In addition to what you've already mentioned, I'll just highlight that Mr. Maz's father can provide housing, transportation to future court hearings, and assume third-party custody. Also, the fact that I'm not seeing any sort of collision, accident, or injury in this case, and the low scores, and the fact that this was designated a nonviolent felony. We are asking that he be given a chance on pretrial services. If the court's not inclined to do that, then a nominal bond.
Thank you very much. Mr. Maya, I'm going to give you a chance to resolve this matter without staying in custody, so I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to order that you submit to any monitoring or treatment as directed, in order that you not consume or possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. So if they tell you you need to go somewhere to be tested, they tell you need to be somewhere for any other reason, you need to comply. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'm also going to order that you not drive without a valid license. So if you need to use public transportation, you should seek any resources that are available for that. I'll set your preliminary hearing date for December the 26th at 1:30 in the afternoon. Once you're released, sir, you need to contact pretrial services and your attorney. Stay in contact with everybody and do not miss any hearings in your case. Do you understand?
I do understand. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. You're excused. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Good morning, Your Honor. Nina Meyer, 9693.
Ms. Meyer, good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on charges of possession of a dangerous drug, possession of a narcotic drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia, allegedly occurring yesterday. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated next to you is going to assist you in this hearing, so if you need to say anything or ask any questions, please talk with them first, okay? All right, review the interim complaint and pretrial services report. I do note Ms. Meyer is being held on a separate drug court sanction in CR 2025-0658. She was rated a 4 and a 5 on the NCAA scales, was deemed steps diversion eligible, and did have 2 prior felony convictions, including failures to appear in those matters. State's recommendation was for $1,500 bond and a steps court evaluation. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense?
Due to that probation hold, we're asking for a nominal bond so that she can get time credit for this new case and that you schedule that steps hearing.
Thank you. I will order a $500 cash secured bond for time credit purposes. I'll set a steps court evaluation for December the 15th at 9 a.m. and a preliminary hearing for the following day, December the 16th at 1:30 p.m. If bond is posted and Ms. Meyer, you are released, I'm going to order you be under the supervision of pretrial services and that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. I will note the adult probation hold on my order. All right, ma'am, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Yeah.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Ruth Elizabeth Newfeld, 2587.
Ms. Newfeld, good morning. This is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning on 2 different matters. The first involves a felony complaint alleging possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia, allegedly occurring yesterday. And the second is a few city court matters involving charges of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a prescription drug without a valid prescription, and repeats of the same offenses. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated next to you is going to assist you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay? All right, I reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report. Ms. Neufeld didn't have any other statuses or holds. She was voted a 6 out of 6 on the NCAFTA scales, was deemed steps diverse and eligible, and had one prior felony conviction from 2023, which did include failures to appear. State's recommendation was for $1,100 bond and a steps court evaluation. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense?
Please.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. If you're inclined to hold Ruth on the city court matters, then we would ask for a nominal bond in this case so she can earn time credit. Thank you.
All right. Oops. Messed that up.
Your Honor, Ruth wanted me to let you know that she does have a part-time job right now.
Good. All right. And I'm sorry, regarding steps court, was your client interested in being considered for that?
Yes, Your Honor,
Thank you.
and we will waive time.
Thank you. Ms. Neufeld, I'm going to give you an opportunity to try to resolve this matter on your own. I will give you the assistance of pretrial services, so I'm going to release you to their supervision and order that you submit to any treatment or monitoring as they direct. So if they call you and tell you you need to do something or be somewhere, I need you to comply with that. Can you do that?
Yep.
I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to set 2 hearings for you. The first is so that you can be screened for the steps court program at the Pima County Superior Court, so that you can hopefully have this felony charge dismissed without having to go any further or the trial or a plea agreement. That hearing is going to be on December the 15th at 9 a.m. And in case that doesn't end successfully, you'll have a preliminary hearing day for January the 20th at 1:30 p.m. I'm sorry, in addition to the other conditions of release, I'm also going to order that you not have any contact with the co-defendant, Mr. Zinke. And on your misdemeanor matters, I'm going to set a hearing for you for all those cases for January the 7th at 2 p.m. in front of Judge Sarah Mayhew. If I release you from custody, will you promise me you'll appear at those hearings?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to release you on your promise. Again, I'm going to order you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you not return to wherever these incidents allegedly occurred. With that, ma'am, you're going to be released. Please make sure and reach out to pretrial services and your attorney. Stay in contact with both of them and do not miss any hearings in your case. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Thank you.
Opinion? Joseph?
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Morning, Your Honor. Joseph Daniel Pena, for 06/12/04.
All right. Pena, good morning. It's time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a charge of aggravated DUI, allegedly occurring earlier today. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing you the Pima County Public Defender's Office. The attorney seated to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud. Okay. All right. I reviewed the interim complaint as well as pretrial services report. Noted Mr. Pena didn't have any. He was rated a 2 and a 1 on the NCAFTA scales. Didn't have any felony or misdemeanor criminal history noted. County Attorney's Office recommendation is pretrial services release. Anything else to add? Thank you. Defense inclined to agree. Do you have any objection? All right. Then, Mr. Pena, I'm going to give you a chance to resolve this matter without having to stay in custody. So I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. It's an arm of the court designed to help keep people on track and hopefully get their cases resolved without having to go back in custody. So if they call you and tell you you need to do something or be somewhere, I need you to comply with that. Do you understand?
Your Honor.
All right. I'm also going to set a hearing for you on December the 26th at 1:30 in the afternoon at Pima County Justice Court. I'm sorry, last I'm going to order that you not drive without a valid license or possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. With that, that's all I have for you, sir. Please make sure and contact pretrial services on Monday and as well as your attorneys and stay in contact with both. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Anthony Michael Peterson, and my date of birth is 07/27/1982.
Name is Peterson. Good morning. This is the time set for initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a warrant that was issued for your arrest by Judge Michelle Metzger at the Pima County Superior Court related to 2 charges of aggravated DUI from May of 2023. Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated to your left is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud. Reviewed the warrant as well as the pretrial services report for Mr. Peterson. Don't note any other holds or matters for him. He was rated a 4 and a 3 on the NCAFTA scales. This appears to be a refiled matter from 2023. Mr. Peterson did have community ties verified through a third party, his girlfriend, as well as employment. Doesn't, I'm sorry, has note of 1, 2, 3, 7 prior felony convictions from 2021 to 1998, as well as 1 prior misdemeanor complaint of DUI from 2021. State's recommendation is to impose the amount of the bond requested by Judge Metzger, $2,500. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, defense.
Please, Your Honor.
Go right ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Peterson is wanting the court to know that he was unaware that these charges were refiled. He was recently released from prison, and as I can tell from the pretrial services information, the summons that was mailed is to a different address than where he is currently living, which was verified. And as the court noted, his girlfriend is able to provide another address for residential living, for mailing, provide third-party custody and transportation to future court obligations. I would also like to note that while he does have quite a few priors, I'm not seeing any failure to appear history attached to the felony priors. He also did want me to tell the court that he is employed full-time as a painter and wants to keep that employment. So for those reasons, we're asking that he be given a chance on pretrial services release. If the court's not inclined to do that, then a nominal bond.
And I will note that the criminal history did include a notation that Mr. Peterson was appeared to be in custody up until June of this year, June 30th of this year. The case was the instant case was dismissed in May of 2023 and refiled in in June. No, I'm sorry, excuse me, January of this year. So he was in custody at the time it was refiled, and the warrant was issued at the same time. So given that, I'm going to give Mr. Peterson an opportunity to address this matter without need to stay in custody, sir. So I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I'm going to order that you not just you possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or drive without a valid license. I will set your arraignment for the 12th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Thank you.
So, sir, please, when you are released, contact pretrial services and your attorneys. Stay in contact with both, and do not miss your arraignment on the 12th. Otherwise, you might end up right back in custody. Okay?
I won't miss it, sir. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're excused.
Yes.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Kenneth Savy, September 17th, 1992.
All right, Mr. Davey, good morning. This is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on 2 charges involving disorderly conduct with a weapon and the unlawful discharge of a firearm within city limits, allegedly occurring earlier today. Remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated to your left is going to assist you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with them before saying anything out loud, okay?
Okay.
All right. I did review the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report. Mr. Saby didn't have any holds or statuses noted. He was rated a 1-1 on the NCFTA scales. He did have community ties verified through his grandmother. And didn't have any felony criminal history noted. State's recommendation was for pretrial services release. Anything else to add from the state? Defense?
No, Your Honor, we'll submit.
Well, I think we're going to go the other way on this one. I have some serious concerns about the safety of the community, given the facts as alleged in the interim complaint. I do think a bond is appropriate. I'm going to order a $2,500 cash or secured bond and order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. I'll order, Mr. Saby, that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you not possess any firearms or weapons. And if you do have any firearms in your possession, that you surrender those to law enforcement within 48 hours of being released. I'm going to set your preliminary hearing for December the 16th at 1:30 in the afternoon. All right, sir. That's all I have for you. Thank you. You're excused. All right. That appears to be the end of the count.